Good morning. It's a very strong sun here. I'm at level 53 from the building where I'm staying in Kuala Lumpur, and I would like to share. I'm not sure if the light is good here. It's strong. Let me go into the shadow a little bit. I would like to share a story about my gracious fall on the asphalt in the front of the airport 2 days ago. So I was on the way to airport, yeah, and I was a little bit worried that I would be late and maybe I'm missing my flight. And I was already stressed at some point. Even though, and this is what I want, what I hope it will stay with you and with me, I was receiving messages, like my inner voice was speaking to me, my whatever you wanted to call, like inner guidance, the divine. I was receiving constantly the message, it's okay, you are safe, you are not late, it's okay. And I was like, no. I was doubting, I was stressing. And by the time I arrived close to the airport, my driver, my Grab driver, left me in the parking lot of the scooters. He didn't took me in the front of the airport, yeah, like the entrance. And I had to like walk, and I walk fast, you know, like oh my god, to be on time, I need to press to the checking, not the checking, the baggage. The baggage check-in, yeah, not the check-in. Oh my God, you understand what I'm trying to say because I'm not finding right now the words for this one. So anyway, I'm running, yeah, a little bit, not full run, but like running a little bit, yeah, visa run, yeah, running for the visa. So right in front of the. Not in the front, yeah, in the front of the airport, like there is a parking lot, and then you are like directly into the entrance to the international flight. So right in front of that parking lot, I don't know how I moved my legs, but I just directly free fall on the asphalt, and I felt like it was painful in the moment, and I was angry. I was angry actually also to my driver before. Yeah, I was angry to myself in the same time. I had blood on my elbow. I had blood on my right knee, right elbow. I felt my left hip, and so many parts of my body that I was not feeling it so well. I felt them very well in that moment. So yeah, I can make a good laugh right now about it, and in the same time, let me tell you what happened. Yeah, I arrived, like everything was fine. I had my actually my backpack. I was having the small pouch with cosmetic products and some earrings, and one of the earrings pair, it's with ISIS shape, and that because of that they had to double check my my backpack, and they were like searching what is that, and it looked like something sharp, and in the end was just the little ISIS there with me. So I passed through that section. Before that, sorry, before I passed through, a woman from the parking lot, she gave me some napkins, yeah, because I was bleeding, and back to the passing through the gates. I went to information, and I asked for help, like if someone can help me with some. Actually, I was asking for pharmacy where I can go and take some these patches, and the people from information, they had this like small kit for emergency, And it was such a nice support from their side. One of the women came with me to the bathroom. She helped me wash my wound, and then one of the men helped me with my knee. And yeah, it was not great, but it was like something to cover the wound and to stop the bleeding. So from there I go to my gate, yeah, from where I should take my flight. Of course, I was like on the time. They just opened the how do you say? Like the check-in was done, and the check-in was closed as well. But they opened for to go into the plane. Yeah, it looked like on the panel at least. So I arrived there in the front of my gate, and surprise, I stayed there for like almost 1 more hour until we get into the plane. Yeah, 1 more hour almost. Yeah, my flight should have been like at 1:10 p.m. and we got into the plane at 2 something p.m. So the message here is trust the fucking inner voice. Even when it looks like it takes you, I read somewhere, like when it looks like it takes you into danger, trust that, follow that, because it knows what you need to learn, it knows what you need to remember, it knows what you need to do so you can grow. So trust that inner voice, even when it looks like there is no possibility for the things to be as the voice says. And sometimes it might be that as well. Sometimes it might be like something that we need in a specific moment of our life so we can take some decisions in a certain direction, and in the end we actually discover that the truth in that moment was not the ultimate truth, the final truth. So the truth changes, and it's important to be flexible with that, to allow for truth to change, to not hold it rigidly, like, oh my God, but I received this information. Like then we get so angry to the divine and to the inner voice, and it's like, oh my God, like I trusted you, and it's like, yeah, but even if you trusted me, this doesn't give you the guarantee that things will happen as you think they will happen. So that is a huge surrender to life and to the unknown in the same time, yeah, because we think we might have some glimpses of what can happen, and sometimes it can, but most of the time it's a little bit different from how we plan in the end, and we can control until a specific point some things, but then then it slaps you on the asphalt, and that is not in your control anymore. Even if it looks like, yeah, I could have paid attention, I could have walked slowly, and maybe that would have changed it in a way, but it was such an important moment for me to fall. And I did say at the beginning of this year that I want to learn how to fall. That was my intention. I want to learn how to fall, because there was so much fear about falling. There was so much fear in me. And yeah, it's painful. Oh my God, fucking painful to have pain in your physical body. But there is also this emotional pain that sometimes it feels even more harder, especially when it's connected with fear. And yeah, like, it was such an important moment. Like, I can see it, even if it was fucking painful. It was such a blessing to realize one can fall graciously, with grace, yeah, grace. And it's not how my friend Jeff said to me, it's not about the fall, it's about what you do, like with that falling and how you look at it. Yeah, it's all the time about perspective. So this place where I am right now, being so high, it's also connected with one of my biggest fears of heights. And funny enough, I didn't fully pay attention to the place I've chosen. I just, because again, I'm like, I see something, I feel the click, and I just, okay, let's go there. Sometimes I fight with that. So this time was like, I've chosen this place, and then I see the key of my room, and like the place and the building, like I've seen it after I already booked, yeah. And I was already in Kuala Lumpur, and I was checking online, okay, about the building, and I see, oh my God, this is such a huge building. And then I take my key, and my key is like the room. The room is at level 49 of the building, and I'm like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? And in the same time, it feels so good to be here, so good in so many ways to have this higher perspective and to look differently at life, to look differently at the contrast of life, and comparing to Bali, which I love so much. This place, it has its magic, and it's amazing to be here. But don't let me go into this too much, because my intention was to share about listening the voice and following that voice, and how life has such an extraordinary plan for us, much better than we make it with our mind. And when we allow, when we follow, when we surrender, things really come together in unexpected ways and beautiful ways, and it brings peace. The more I see myself, the more I see in this surrender and in this trust, and it has so many layers, trust me, it has so many layers. But the more I see myself in this space, the more I receive everything that comes to me differently. Even these moments of, bad things, when bad things are happening. So, okay, I think I will stop here. I will show you one more time the beautiful view. And I hope at least a little seed came to your heart, to your mind, and you can receive what is to be received from here.